Welcome to the Sunday School Reading Channel. If this reading is a blessing to you, please like, share, and subscribe. Our reading for April 16th, 2023, from the lesson entitled Friends, Food, Fellowship. Devotional Reading, Psalms 30. Background Scripture, John chapter 21, verses 1 through 14. Print passage, John chapter 21, verses 1 through 14. Key verse, John chapter 21, verse 12. Psalms 30 reads as follows. Verse 1. I will exalt you, Lord, for you lifted me out of the depths and did not let my enemies gloat over me. Verse 2. Lord my God, I called to you for help, and you healed me. Verse 3. You, Lord, brought me up from the realm of the dead. You spared me from going down to the pit. Verse 4. Sing the praises of the Lord. You, his faithful people, praise his holy name. Verse 5. For his anger lasts only for a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Verse 6. When I felt secure, I said, I will never be shaken. Verse 7. Lord, when you favored me, you made my royal mountain stand firm. But when you hid your face, I was dismayed. Verse 8. To you, Lord, I called. To the Lord I cried for mercy. Verse 9. What is gained if I am silent? If I go down to the pit, will the dust praise you? Will it proclaim your faithfulness? Verse 10. Hear, Lord, and be merciful to me. Lord, be my help. Verse 11. You turned my wailing into dancing. You removed my sackcloth and clothed me with joy. Verse 12. That my heart may sing your praises and not be silent. Lord my God, I will praise you forever. John chapter 21, verse 1 reads as follows. Afterward, Jesus appeared again to his disciples by the Sea of Galilee. It happened this way. Verse 2. Simon Peter, Thomas, also known as Didymus, Nathanael from Cana in Galilee, the sons of Zebedee, and two other disciples were together. Verse 3. I'm going out to fish, Simon Peter told them. And they said, We'll go with you. So they went out and got into the boat. But that night they caught nothing. Verse 4. Early in the morning, Jesus stood on the shore, but the disciples did not realize that it was Jesus. Verse 5. He called out to them, Friends, haven't you any fish? No, they answered. He said, Throw your net on the right side of the boat and you will find some. When they did, they were unable to haul the net in because of the large number of fish. Verse 7. Then a disciple, whom Jesus loved, said to Peter, It is the Lord. As soon as Simon Peter heard him say, It is the Lord, he wrapped his outer garment around him, for he had taken it off, and jumped into the water. Verse 8. The other disciples followed in the boat, towing the net full of fish, but they were not far from the shore, about 100 yards. Verse 9. When they landed, they saw a fire of burning coals there, with fish on it, and some bread. Verse 10. Jesus said to them, "Bring some of the fish you have just caught." Verse 11. So Simon Peter climbed back into the boat and dragged the net ashore. It was full of large fish, 153, but even with so many, the net was not torn. Verse 12. Jesus said to them, "Come and have breakfast." None of the disciples dared ask him, "Who are you?" They knew it was the Lord. Verse 13. Jesus came, took the bread and gave it to them, and did the same with the fish. Verse 14. This was now the third time Jesus appeared to his disciples after he was raised from the dead. This concludes our reading for April 16th, 2023. I will end this broadcast by reading Psalms 1. Please read with me. Verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Verse 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Verse 4. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Verse 5. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. Verse 6. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Thank you for listening. If this reading has been a blessing to you, please like, share, and subscribe. And until we meet again, may the Lord bless you abundantly.